Hi folks, Astronomy Live here. The footage you see playing in the background is from the recent NASA's 2 launch, which I tracked with my smaller NexStar 4SE while testing a new automatic tracking feature. However, an accidental keystroke right before launch caused an error in the program and caused me to have to take over manual control and reacquire the rocket later in flight, which is why there's this jump cut. But the footage you see playing is not really the reason I'm making this video. I'm just putting that here so that I have unique content to talk over, because that's the real subject of this video. YouTube demonetizing entire channels for what they consider to be reused content. A few days ago, my friend Dazza the Cameraman received this message from YouTube, informing him that his entire channel has been demonetized. To me, this is a very serious warning sign, because Dazza is known for his civility. In fact, I've long admired his ability to maintain a calm, cool, level head while debunking pseudoscience. His patience knows no bounds. And yet, YouTube has decided to demonetize his entire channel. If you look carefully, you might notice that they say that his channel is not in line with YouTube Partner Program policies. What do they mean by that? Well, it turns out that the reasoning they're giving for demonetizing his entire channel is that he is using reused content, which is the repurposing of someone else's content without adding significant original commentary or educational value. Now, it is hard to imagine how any human who is honestly looking at his channel could come to the conclusion that it meets this definition, because when he is showing someone else's content, it's because he's commenting on it and critiquing it, and adding educational value to that content. Keep in mind that although this sounds like the concept of fair use in copyright law, this isn't the same thing, because this has nothing to do with any legal situation. This is YouTube setting their own standards for what they will monetize or not, and although the definition sounds very similar, they tend to use this reasoning for demonetizing lots of channels for a wide variety of reasons, and they seem to use it even in cases like Dazza the Cameraman, where it's clear that he's critiquing the material that he's showing. I'm going to speculate for a moment about some of the reasons why I think this might be happening, and why it's such a warning sign to the rest of us. Because back in 2019, YouTube started publicly stating that they were trying to reduce the amount of spread of certain conspiracy theories on their platform, including Flat Earth. Now, most would naturally assume this means that they're simply trying to push down videos promoting Flat Earth. They simultaneously said that they were trying to raise up authoritative sources, sources that would provide correct information. But that doesn't necessarily mean small content creators like Dazza or myself. That means sources that they trust implicitly. That means sources like CNN, NASA, all the way down to smaller sites like TechCrunch. But it doesn't necessarily mean small content creators like myself or Dazza the Cameraman. No, instead, we are at the mercy of the algorithm and of the decisions that YouTube is now making. And those decisions don't seem to care about whether you're promoting a conspiracy claim or refuting it. The fact that you are simply repeating it seems to be enough to get your videos taken down or your channel demonetized. Thunderfoot's having trouble right now after he was debunking conspiracy theories involving masks. Now, again, he was debunking those theories, but it doesn't seem to matter. Even after requesting additional review, YouTube is standing by their position that his videos violated their community guidelines. Thunderfoot's situation may have resolved itself by the time this video is uploaded, and I certainly hope that's the case. But it's clear that YouTube is trending in a direction where even videos debunking conspiracy theories are treated just as if they were promoting them, and that situation doesn't seem to be improving over time. So what does this mean for my channel? Well, you might have noticed that lately I haven't uploaded as many videos directly addressing conspiracy theories as I used to, and partly that's because I thought this might start to happen, and sure enough it seems like it is, and that it's not really safe on YouTube to show a conspiracy theory video, even if you're debunking it, even if you're critiquing it, because in the course of showing it, YouTube considers that a violation of their guidelines, whether they're community guidelines in the case of Thunderfoot, or their YouTube Partner Program guidelines in the case of Dazza the Cameraman. In fact, before I recorded this video, I was already starting to edit together another debunking video addressing a couple of claims, including the so-called mouse on the Falcon 9 second stage engine. But that's been put on the shelf because it's frankly not safe for my monetization, because YouTube may consider that to be reused content, even though I'm commenting on it just like Dazza would. I was also going to share a clip with permission from Dutch Steam Machine, who's been doing some impressive work using machine learning algorithms to increase the frame rate of old Apollo footage, in some cases all the way up to 60 FPS. But that would technically still be reused content, and I don't want either one of us to get in trouble for it. So instead, I'm just going to suggest you go check out his channel and give him a subscription. A link will be in my video description. So, to sum it all up, I think the situation for those of us who engage in commentary and criticism on YouTube is pretty bleak right now. And even if you maintain civility and keep a level head, that won't necessarily protect you. And even if you're commenting on and critiquing the videos that you're showing, YouTube may still consider it to be reused content and demonetize your entire channel without warning. That can have serious consequences for people who are relying on YouTube in order to make money. Now, I wouldn't recommend that personally because it can go away at any time, and I'm certainly not relying on the money I make from this channel. But it is nice that it helps defray costs from driving back and forth to the Cape to film these launches, and it also helps pay for equipment repairs and upgrades. In order to protect that, going forward I will not show anyone else's video footage on this channel, even if my purpose would be to comment on or critique it. I'll still do collaborations, and I may do uploads elsewhere, and I'll let you guys know when that happens. But I'm only going to show my footage on this channel going forward. Till next time, clear skies, folks.